Well, surprise! Today is Sunday, March 4th. I usually don't film on Sundays, but I thought I'd surprise you. A prize! Um, I stopped by my post office box on my way home from church. It was funny because Denise and I went together this morning, and we were going to I was feeling ill, kind of sick to my stomach because there was this like smell. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was just making me kind of nauseous. But I thought, it's just you, because you had that hot fudge cake last night, and it's just coming back to haunt you. And so when we left church, Denise says, "Oh my gosh, I was so sick, I thought I was going to throw up." And I go, "Why?" And she says, "Didn't you smell that awful smell? The guy behind me's breath was like every time he breathed, it was like so nauseating." And I went, "That's what I smelled." It was bad. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew it wasn't good. So we both were kind of ill. But anyway, so then we went to Kroger's, and we were just going to pick up a few things. Just a few things. I ended up with a whole grocery cart full of food, and so did she. And then she was sitting there waiting for me, and she says, "I thought you only had a few things to get." And I go, "Yeah, I did." My whole cart was overflowing. I had so much stuff. But where did you guys go? You went for a ride. You do that to me a lot lately. How come? Don't do that again. You scare me when you do that. I'm sure I scared you. Let me see if I go over this way. Maybe that's better. What was I going to say? Oh, our deli department at our Kroger's is slow. So they were waiting on number 60, and my number was 68. So I thought I can get a little bit of shopping done. So I started doing my shopping, and the deli is like when you first come into the store, it's right there. So I went down all my aisles, got all my stuff. I got my shopping for the week. I got all the stuff for Christy's birthday dinner. I got all of that stuff too. And just before I was checking out, I thought, "Oh shoot, I forgot to get the lunch meat at the deli." And so as I'm walking over there, they're going 68, 68, 69. I missed it by that much. So I went up to the counter, and there was a really nice lady. She's new. And I says, "You know what? I missed my number. Do I have to pick another number?" And she says, "What number are you?" And I said 68. And she says, "No, I can wait on you before I call number 70. Thank you. So that was, but I was nice to people in the store. So that's the payback you get. When you're nice, it comes back. When you're bad, it still comes back. And I meant to tell you yesterday, when I got off the expressway, I called Christy so she could track to see what was going on, because she has something on her phone or something that she can look it up. And she says, "Oh my gosh, there's 3 accidents." And she had said that the one was like at North River Road, and then there was another one at Joy, and then there was another one just past the M59 entrance. And I go, "Man, that's about where we got off, is the M59 entrance." And she says, "Oh, wait a minute, there's another one." And I go, "What?" And she says, "Oh my gosh, there's an accident on the entrance ramp of the M59. I bet you it was that guy going the wrong way." I mean, he was going the right way. You're going the wrong way. But he was going the right way. But like I said yesterday, if I was going to get on the expressway and I saw all them cars coming at me, I'm going to think there's a problem. I'm not going to go on there. So where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with that. Oh, the good turns come around to get you. That was it. And so she did wait on me, and I went and got my stuff, and then we got home. And then on the way home, long story short, 4 minutes into it, I'm going to let you know, I went to the post office, and I got mail! Yeah! So this is, it's a pretty card, and it's a Sunday card, as far as I'm concerned. But look how nice it is. And it says, "Today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad." Psalm 118, verse 24. I like that. Sandy, may this greeting add a spark of joy to your day-to-day. You know what? It really did. I just found your YouTube channel, and I'm very thankful I did. Thank you for sharing your journey so openly to others. You are such an inspiration. Peace and joy, Lori G. Well, thank you, Lori. That was very nice of you. And then I got another card, but it's all screwed up, but you know my address. Here's my address in case you forgot. But anyway, oh, butterflies. I have a butterfly bush, and the lady next door has a butterfly bush, and last year we had butterflies going back and forth. It was so pretty. Hummingbirds, a whole different story. Not an area one. So if anybody has any hummingbirds in your yard, whisper in their ear, "Sandy has a feeder." Okay, like that'll work. Anyway, it says, one of the nicest things in the world is knowing someone who cares. I couldn't agree with you more. And I don't mean that about me. I mean about people in the world. If it helps to know someone cares, I do. Well, I know all of you care. I so appreciate it. Praying for you and your family. Hope all is well and settle down soon. You've got lots of folks praying for you and yours, Vicki. Well, thank you, Vicki. Although she's in need of prayers too for her son-in-law, Adam. And once again, Jen over for Sue Warren's, her daughter. I did say some extra prayers for them, and I offered up we go to communion every Sunday, Catholics, and I offered up my communion to both of them. I'm sure Jesus will split them up between the two. But anyway, I've decided that this week, well, two things. This week, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below, and anything you want to ask me. And then next Sunday, I'll do a Q&A, and I'll answer any questions that you ask, within reason. But you know what I mean. And I'll acknowledge you. So if you don't want me to acknowledge your name, just say, well, here's my question, but don't say my name. Say my name, say my name. That's a song. Anyway, I've decided that for the month of March, I'm going to talk about a quote. I'm going to give you a quote, an inspirational quote, which I do every day anyhow. But this is going to be just one we're going to discuss. Discuss amongst yourselves from Saturday Night Live. Butter. It's like butter off your lips. I know, I'm kind of silly today. I don't know why, but I am. I was going to get a haircut. I know I'm off. But I was going to get a haircut today, but Denise was with me, and I didn't want to hold her up, so I'll probably just go tomorrow and get that. But anyway, all of us made New Year's, well, not all of us. A good majority of us made New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year. And now we are, 64 days into the new year. And how many of us have really stuck to our New Year's resolution? So I'm thinking that this is a time that we need to review what our resolution was and get back on track. So it's an article from my church paper or bulletin or whatever you want to call it. It's the bulletin. And it says, we are now 3 months into the new year, and like many people back in January, resolutions were made to develop healthy eating habits. Also, just healthy habits in general. They all sounded great, but working to accomplish these ideas is not always easy. The first step is realizing that you have a problem and then taking small steps to improve your health. And here are some tips to help you start building healthy habits. Don't take that giant. Mother May I says, no, you may not take a giant step. Mother May I says you may take small baby steps. So take a small baby step. And number 1 is determine what you want to change. Be specific and choose one habit. The habit that I'm going to try to change, that I made my New Year's resolution was that I was not going to cheat on Sundays. And I failed at that miserably. So now I'm going to work on that again. That's a small thing for me because it's just one day out of the whole week and I can do it. I really can. Number 2 is think positive about the habit you want to change. Well, I'm positive that if I didn't go crazy on a Sunday, that I'd have a better weight loss on Saturday because I'm playing catch up for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday just to make up for the extra points that I ate on Sunday, and that's not good. Number 3, choose a sustainable change. Can you really accomplish it long term? Remember that small changes can result in a big gain toward meeting your goal. That's a thinker. Because it would be a big change for me. It is a sustainable change, but it will be a difficult change. So when I go to church, I'm just going to have to pray a little bit harder. Number 4 is make a plan and put time in your schedule to accomplish it. So it's early in the day. It's only a little after 12. I went to early mass today. So it's early enough that I can do it, and I will do it. I will. And number 5, which is what I do, reward yourself for your successes each week by treating yourself to something you enjoy. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be food. It really doesn't. It can be like, I like to get like watch bands or Fitbit bands. See, I got my watch. I got my other watch. Oh, see, that lights up. And my Fitbit band that matches. See, it's red and black. Like I have red and black on. So I have that. I do occasionally, if I have a loss on Saturday, I'll have a snack of some sort. Yesterday I had the almonds, and they were very satisfying. They really were. I felt really good about it. But, you know, if once in a while, like I treated myself to that hot fudge cake last night, and it was an eye-opener because I don't like it anymore. It didn't stop me from eating it. It always reminds me of the time we went to Big Boys once, my sisters, Denise, Mary, and my sister Sue and I, and we all got chocolate malts. And Susie got hers first for some reason. I don't know why, but she got hers first. And they were still making our three. And she probably drank about half of it. And then they gave us our chocolate malts, and we drank it. And I thought, oh, this tastes bad. And Mary's and Denise, you know, this tastes bad. So we said, can you make us a new one? Because this doesn't taste well. Well, it turned out the milk was sour. But they said, oh, sure, yeah. Now, my sister had almost finished her chocolate malt. She said, yeah, mine tastes bad, too. And they gave her another one, too. I don't know why I said that. Why? Once again, today, I don't know why. I started saying something, and I don't know why I said it. You know why I said it. I'll remember later on. But anyway, the last thing is it takes time to make changes that turn into life habits that you can stick to. That's why I like losing my weight slow, because the slower I go, the more likely I am to keep it off. If I was to lose it right away quick, I wouldn't have learned the proper way to eat. Now I've learned, you know, how to, if I go off track, to get right back on it the next day and not wait till the following Monday, which is what I would do in the past. And then I'd give up because by Tuesday I'd screw up again, and then I'd wait till the following Monday. I don't do that anymore. If I screwed up yesterday, I'm right back on track today. A week or a month might not be enough time to permanently make the change, so keep practicing. Be patient and flexible, because if you're not successful, try again. And that's so true. I just, nobody's going to be perfect on this. You're just not. You're just not going to be perfect. And I always say that there was only one perfect person made in the world, and that was Jesus. And as long as we can kind of somewhat live up to his expectations, I find a lot of times if I'm really struggling, if I just say a small little prayer, just a small little prayer, keep me on track. And it helps me. It really does. And I don't care what religions you are, and I don't care if you don't practice at a church, or you just don't have a religion that you follow. Whatever you believe in, if you really believe in that, and you do believe, I believe in God. That's just who I am. I believe in God, and I believe that he's the higher power, and he controls all of us. Some people don't believe that. They just believe that there's just a higher power. But whatever's going to get you through, more power to you, you really. But and I really believe, too, that if somebody lives a good, true life, that they're going to go to heaven. I know that they say you need to believe in Jesus, and I do believe in Jesus. But I'd hate to think that all the Jews who don't only believe as Jesus as just a holy man, not as the Son of God, aren't going to go to heaven. I can't believe that. I just can't. I just believe that if you live a faithful life, and you're good, and you're kind, and you're compassionate, and you take care of your fellow man, you're going to go to heaven. That's me. That's what I believe. So I don't know. When I get to the end of the world and I'm dead and I meet my maker, I'll know then whether or not I'm right or not. But I always tell my friends that they want me to be there first, because I'll be telling St. Peter, yeah, you can let them in. Yeah, let them in. Make them wait. So you better be good to me, or I'm going to tell St. And I have a scapular that I have on my bed that I told my kids that I want around my neck because that's my ticket into heaven. And my girlfriend, who's Methodist, I always tease her. She always teases me too, and she says, well, I don't have a ticket to heaven. I go, don't worry, I have a ticket to heaven, and when I'm wearing it and I'm at the gate, I'll let you in. And she says, your little old ticket's not going to work any better than me. So it's just a joke. I realize it, but I just in my heart feel that I want that scapular on me, and my kids know that. So when it's my end, tell my kids, put that scapular around Sandy's neck. That's her ticket into heaven. Anyway, so have a good week. And mark my words, God loves you. That was from Kathy Pierce, our registered nurse from our church. Okay, I know I was silly, but I'm in a silly mood. I can't help it. I'm in a silly mood. So anyway, if you have any questions for me, I will do a question and answer next week. Put them down in the comments below. I'll write them down and I'll answer them next week. So I am going to be good today. You guys be good too, and I will see you tomorrow.